What's going on, traders? Emmanuel right here. Welcome to the channel once again. So it's about that time of the month where we request for payouts, request for profit from a funded account. Now this will be the second for the year 2026, and looking back, this will tally up to be like the sixth consecutive payout in a row. Now guys, that's insane. I've been able to manage to pull this off, and we've also documented all of the process, the trades recap, the weekly vlogs, everything in between. And also I'm going to attach a playlist to all of the other previous payout as well. I'll create a playlist. If you want to check that out, do make sure to check that out with the video link in the description. So guys, let's head over to my computer and let's get these funds out immediately. So let's go. So over here on my screen, I have my trading account analytics. On this trading account, I've been able to hit this milestone when it comes to payout, over 7.2k, and payouts so far so good. All the total profits that I've made on this account, I was scaled up twice on this particular account, which is also something that is also very good for that I've been able to maintain a trading account for this period of time. Also, if you're wondering what prop firm I use FX Life Capital. This prop firm, I've been using it for over a year now, and so far so good. I trade high impact news a lot. I also trade gold for the most part, and I've not had any funny incidents about my payout or trading conditions. So far so good. One of the most important thing I love about this platform is there is no consistency rule for the two-step evaluation account that you could pick up if it's what you want to trade, or maybe one step. So as for other account types, I'm not too sure because I've not tried them out. So a link in the video description will be there if you want to check them out. So by the way, looking at what we have here on the screen, you can see here my win rate is about 31%, profit factor 1.3. I don't know if is this a good thing or not, and my drawdown maximum that I've got into is 4.5%, and I try as much as not to exceed this threshold because it's going to affect my psychology as well as my trading confidence basically. So if we scroll all the way down here, if we look at the overview for the trade account, so let's look at the current month. So the current month I've been able to amass around 1.2k, yeah, and basically I had some losses, and my profit has reduced. So I had to step back from trading last week because I started taking some small losses that's been accumulating. So if you look at the profit calendar here, you will see those losses. You can see them here. They started accumulating, and my payout has reduced, but then nonetheless the important thing here is I've been able to still keep that consistency when it comes to getting a payout, although this payout is going to be a little bit smaller. But then I noticed there's a little glitch here with their profit calendar. So it's recording on a Saturday, but I think this should be in here on a Friday, not Saturday. So I hope they see this and work on this, by the way. So I think that's pretty much it. So let's look at the withdrawal process. So so far, okay, we have I placed about 18 trades in a month, and minimum of 2 active trading days. I think this dashboard, it has a lot of information that when I sit there I could explore and basically look at what my trading habits has been so far so good. So when you hit the withdrawal button, I'm going to be using crypto USDT TRC20. This is what I've been using for quite the longest period of time, and I always get my payouts within the same 24 hours window because I think the timeline which they promise is 72 hours max, but for the most part I get my payout within 24 hours. The highest I've waited for my payouts is I think 16 hours, but still within the 24 hours threshold. You get the drill. So at this point I'll have to put in my wallet here, and also the amount I'm requesting as well. So and 100% because my profit share has been pushed to my dashboard, so I just have to just request. So let's put in the authentication code. All right, so we hit the request button. So my request has been made, and voila. So basically, let's see how long this is going to take, and for the meantime, let's quickly do some chart work. So if we look over here on gold, this is what gold is looking like currently. I have been trying to pick, you know, some buy trade around this region last week, but I wasn't able to do that. This major dump that happened actually was because of the housing market number. I've forgotten the name of that news that came out on a Friday, and it did this. I honestly wanted to try and have at least the minimum open position that I'm comfortable with to hold over the weekend, because we've seen the previous month in January, when over the weekend the market gap opens and usually goes up, and this behavior was basically fueled with geopolitical tensions and tariff, which we started getting those into the fundamental space last week, which was when we started seeing the global tariff coming back about 15%, geopolitical tensions around Iraq and all of those things basically. So these things are the things that usually spice up gold movement, and it usually makes price to rally very fast. So as we can see here, price is currently contained around this region. We might be targeting this high here. Depending on how we get here, the next will be this level. So for the most part, I think I'll still want to see how gold is going to behave. This is on the 4 hour. So if you look at the 1 hour, on the 1 hour, I was actually expecting price to kind of stall around this region for quite some time, but New York market opened and I'm seeing some momentum, which quite frankly I'm not sure if I'm going to be happy with that or not, because I don't want to touch this trading account until the payout is requested, and basically I'm waiting for it to get to me before I start trading. Now, one important thing to note, this is one of those little tweaks that I use here. When I know that I've gotten a substantial amount of profit, I'll stop trading this account. I'll trade other trading accounts that I have, and allow the time period for this payout to mature, and I'll come on here, request for my payout. Until that payout gets to me, I will not carry on with trading. Once I get the payout, I come back to trading, because basically a lot could happen, which in the sense that you might request for a payout, you're waiting for a payout to get to you, and boom, you're trading this account, you fall into drawdown, or worst case scenario, God forbid, maybe you hit some deep drawdown, which is very, very detrimental and might affect your trading profitability for that month. For me, I want to try and maintain a certain threshold, wait for more quality setups once I've requested for payouts, and my trade counts will be very poor, very low, but my strike rate will be on the high side. So if you look at the dashboard, when we looked at my account metrics earlier, you will see that in a month I'm putting up just 18 trades. So I don't know if that would be a bad thing, or maybe I'm on the good side, but basically on this account I want to hold back as much as I can to wait for more quality setups, so that I know that the few trades I'm going to take in, I have a very high chance of hitting that threshold where I will be around my payout basically. And as you've seen, my losses are usually small, but the bad habit I have is losses might compound for a bit before I get that one big profits from it trades and what's not. But if I could narrow down those small losses longevity, make it very small and short, but then have more of that wins, I think I will be having much bigger payouts basically. But hey, you never can tell. But one thing for sure is I want to keep the payout consistent, and also I want to maintain my funded account for the best and the longest period I can as well. So that being said, for now, let's just wait for the payout. I'm going to pause the video, or cut it rather. When I get that payout, I'll come on here and give you guys the time frame it took, and also basically that's about it. By the way, if you love content like this that I make around trading, funded accounts, trading, proper accounts in general, do well to smash that like button, give this channel a follow so that you support the channel. The algorithm pushes the video to more traders, and basically I continue to share my journey, and who knows, maybe watching my videos you could get one or two things from it. So guys, let's see how long this payout is gonna take. So guys, the payout has been processed, and the interesting thing about this particular one is when I woke up in the morning and I was checking my phone, the first notification I saw was your payout has been approved and processed. And it kind of like filled me with so much joy, because that kind of notification of course is going to set pace and tone for how your days will go, regardless of if you hit stop loss, if you know what I mean. So basically, looking at the timeline, I requested the payouts yesterday around 7ish because it was 6:50 something, and if you look at the hours, the time frame it took, it's still within the promised 24 to 72 hours processing time frame, and that's a huge green flag and shout out to the prop firm. So by the way guys, if you enjoy content like this that I make around trading, trading prop accounts, the journey around handling your funded accounts with the challenges and all, make sure you hit the subscribe button and turn on your post notification. You don't want to miss any update I drop. The next video I'll be dropping next week is going to be an exciting one. Trust me, you don't want to miss it. So until next time guys, I'll catch you all.